I made these spooky spiderweb windows from acrylic sheets and puff paint, and it was by far one of the easiest DIYs that I have ever done. Let me walk you through it. The base material that I'm using for this project are these 1/16 inch acrylic sheets. I got these sheets custom cut at a local plastics shop. There is a company called TAP Plastics or TAP Plastics. I'm not sure quite how they pronounce the business name. So they have a couple of stores here local in the Bay Area, but they also sell online. So if you need custom cut acrylic sheets and you don't have a plastic store by you, I would definitely recommend checking out their website and see if you can get something shipped to you. Basically, I walked into the store, said I want these 1/16 acrylic sheets cut to size, and they cut them right then and there, and I was out in like 10 minutes. It was super quick and easy. For the sizing of these, I just measured the glass part of my window. I didn't measure any part of the frame because I wanted this plastic to sit very flush against the glass. So just measure the glass part of your window and then have the plastic cut to that size. Trace your acrylic sheet onto your pattern paper first with a pencil so that you don't get Sharpie marks on the side of your plastic, and then you can go ahead and start marking out your design. So you can see I used a straight edge to make the straight lines of the spider web, and then I just freehanded the rest of it. Don't ask me how I'm so good at drawing these spider webs. I am definitely not an artist, a drawing artist at least by any means, but spider webs were one of my go-to doodles back when I was in school, so I guess I just got a lot of practice. Very on brand for me to have spiderwebs as doodles. And you'll notice that this design is not exactly the same as the design from Sarah Winchester's windows. Her Winchester's windows. Say that 3 times fast. Winchester's windows. Oh my god. So I was using this pattern as a test for this project. I wasn't 100% sure if this was going to work. I thought it was going to work, but I wanted a simpler design to test out first. The pattern of her windows definitely has a lot more lines on it, and I wanted to see if I could at least just make this work with a little bit simpler design first. So, reminiscent of her windows, but not her exact design. To draw the design onto the plastic sheets, I used puff paint for this. The reason I used puff paint versus other paint or markers is because puff paint stays raised once it dries, and it really looks the same as if you had soldered pieces of glass, like a real stained glass window. So go ahead and buy any puff paint. I don't think it really matters what brand you used. This is a glossy puff paint. I guess you could use a matte if you really wanted to. And the nice thing about puff paint is it does stick to this plastic. However, if you make mistakes, you can easily peel it off. So don't be too afraid that this is permanent. Now the trick to getting really smooth lines here is the technique in which you hold the bottle and move your arm. So as you are moving the bottle along, give it a nice gentle squeeze, hold your wrist still, and move your arm from your elbow or from your shoulder. And so having a pivot point that is further away from the bottle will help you stabilize your hand, and you won't get like as many of like those little bumps that you can sometimes get with puff paint, and the lines will look a lot cleaner and smoother. As soon as you're happy with your design, you can leave it on a flat surface to dry overnight, but probably better to leave it for a full 24 hours just to make sure that every little bit is dry. You don't want to leave them upright because the puff paint can drip downwards. If there are any areas where you feel like you messed up, you can simply take an X-Acto knife, cut out that little piece where you messed up, and then redo it. The puff paint peels off the plastic super easy, so don't worry about that. I repeated this same design for 3 sheets of acrylic for 3 windows that I have in my living room. And then I did another that was the exact pattern of Sarah Winchester's windows. Once I knew that this project worked, I did 3 more panels to put on the windows of my front door. The main difference in the end result for these panels is that the 3 windows in my living room are completely clear windows, and the windows in my front door are a frosted glass. So 2 separate window designs that give 2 different effects. To attach these plexiglass sheets to the window, I just used a very tiny bit of 3M double stick tape in each corner. You could even just use a regular Scotch tape rolled up into a little circle for this. It doesn't necessarily have to be that 3M tape. The acrylic sheets are very lightweight, so it doesn't take that much adhesive to hold it in place. Here's what it looks like putting these stained glass panels on my front door that has a frosted glass, and here is how it looks on a very clear window. Either way, I think this gives a super fun and spooky vibe to any window, and I hope this has inspired you to make one of your own.